country road takes him home, the place Chris O'Gorman belongs, Winnebago.
Well, this is the house that I grew up in. When we planted the trees out here, they were just small, and now they're huge. But anyway, so a lot of family love and history here.
Chris grew up surrounded by family. Of many marks on the kitchen door jamb, Chris's is at the very top.
Chris, you're a beacon for the rest of these little kids coming up that when you put your mind to something, you can accomplish that.
I always like to tease Chris about being Grandma's little golden child because, he was always the one out there hustling, and she was like, see what hard work will get you.
With family support, Chris always went for it, mowing lawns, shoveling snowy driveways, and moving 400 miles away to attend high school. What was that like, sending him off there?
It was difficult, but it was a choice that he wanted to make because he felt like he wasn't meeting his potential here.
Chris lived with one of his high school teachers and her basketball coach husband. The couple didn't yet have a child of their own, so Chris was their first.
Chris was mature beyond his years. Also, he was goal-focused. He had left his home to get a better education, and he knew the sacrifices his family was making so that he could do that.
Natural leadership ability probably was the biggest part of his game. Hardest worker in the gym always. First guy there, last to leave, and did whatever it took to make the team better. Didn't really care about himself.
After graduation, Chris and his mom moved to Albuquerque for her job, but without a firm college plan for Chris. He enrolled at the University of New Mexico. It wasn't easy.
That was a huge institution, and I wasn't prepared for that. And I quickly found myself associated with the AISES organization and making friends with a lot of other AISES students, and we helped each other out.
The challenges, though, didn't keep Chris from going for it again. He made the varsity basketball team as a walk-on, met his future bride, and earned a mechanical engineering degree.
When you see an athlete that's in mechanical engineering and doing an engineering program and doing so well, that says a lot to me.
Lawrence Brown got Chris a temporary job at Sandia National Labs and into a program that paid for a master's degree, which was required for a permanent job. Some 25 years later, Chris O'Gorman is Sandia's highest-ranking Native American executive.
I manage a team that is responsible for the stewardship of our nation's nuclear deterrent. We have a large team of engineers that are responsible for all elements of the stewardship of those national assets.
He's just a really good leader. He gives people opportunities to work at the next level, and he really promotes your individual career as well as, Sandia's mission.
The most prominent thing about Chris is his joy. He is just a joyful person. He's usually smiling. I've seen him get intense occasionally, but not very often.
At the Winnebago homecoming, there are lessons about kinship and caring.
Anytime you come around here, what you're going to hear is take care of one another. We don't say cuz or this or that. Sister, brother, that's what we say. Or we say chushke, my chushke Chris. You have a mother that taught you some ways how to be.
My dad is definitely a family man. He's a hard worker. He's a leader.
In the Ho-Chunk culture, celebrating one is celebrating all.
Everything's just lifted off my shoulders. When I'm home, I'm home. I'm me. My family is my family. My people are my people. And there's just, it's a degree of comfort that I can't describe being home.
Before the slow-cooked pot of soup is served and everyone can eat Brother John's brisket, Aunt Kathy orders up a spirit plate.
The spirit plate is for the ones that are gone, and we put the food out in a certain direction before anybody eats.
The spirit most mentioned, the late family matriarch, Allie Hunter.
My Nika, my grandma, I always remember her talking about get your education, come home. She always encouraged success.
That was her mantra, Nobody's going to give you anything in this life. You got to work for everything.
Growing up, Chris O'Gorman soaked up the lessons.
In life, I wanted to have a degree of security that I only saw on TV. And so I wanted to do my best to see if I could create that for myself and for my family, and ultimately even be able to reach back and help help my family, when they needed it.
I think his Nika would be really happy that he's giving back what she preached to him he's doing.
People always say that we did a wonderful thing, but he did a wonderful thing for us. Having him part of our life.
He's got a fierce determination, a big heart, and he's just a good human being. He's a good man.